Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show helps raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts, those who want more out of life, those who want to do more, those who want to be more, those who love the thrill, the joy, and the connection of what these high performance engines bring into our lives. Because holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good fucking person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. And today we're going to be talking about building and tuning your ride for performance. Like, when I want to put this out there, right? Like when a podcast topic really comes to my mind, really comes to like, oh man, you should do one about this, right? It's usually because some type of impact has had on my life, right? I literally take things that have helped me and that have, or things that I can learn from. I extrapolate the lessons, right? I apply them into my life, and then I share them here with you because they've worked. Or if I found some better way, I fucking share that too, right? And so building and tuning your ride for high performance is no different, right? It's no fucking secret that I love motorcycles. There's no secret that I love cars. There's no secret that I love trucks. There's no secret that I love boats. There's no secret that pretty much I love anything that has a motor and goes fucking fast, right? Wide open Randy. Hello. We keep it wide open with everything we fucking do. Not just our motorsports, but in fucking life, right? And really modifying things to extrapolate more performance out of them has just been a passion of mine since I knew like it was even a thing. Like, man, I remember I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, bro, I gotta write that one down because I want to share it. Like, I remember being back in elementary school and my GoPed breaking down on me, right? I wouldn't want to start. I didn't want to start. And I was like, bro, I checked the fuel. It had no fuel. Everything that I had seen, like that, I couldn't figure it out. No matter how much I tried, I just couldn't fucking figure it out, right? But I knew, and I knew that I wanted it to run, but didn't know how it fucking operated. Like, I didn't know that, how things went together. Like, all I knew that I was fucking determined to figure out the issues that had come up so that my fucking GoPro could turn back on and I could go drive it. Right? Go ride it again, I should say, right? So what I do, I was like, I started taking apart the entire engine. And back then, there wasn't any fucking YouTube like there is now to show you how things are done, right? Like I just let my curiosity take play, like taking one part at a time, stacking it neatly, I should say, so I can know where things go. Look, and before I knew, the entire machine was fucking disassembled. Right? The funny part was that I didn't even know what I was looking for. I just knew that I wanted to figure this shit out, so I just started taking things apart. Like, I didn't even know if I could put it all back together, because every time I looked at the parts, I was like, holy fucking shit. But I just took it one at a time, and I kept things in chronological order, right? So that I could know, okay, we're going to go back, and we're going to reverse engineer this, right? But letting my drive, and I didn't know how I was going to put all that shit together, right? But letting my drive really just to prevail and take the wheel of where we're going, I just started reassembling everything back together the best I could remember, because I put things in chronological order. I got it that time, and I got it all back together. And then when I went to crank it, you know what? It fucking worked. It turned on. And to this day, bro, kid you not, I have no fucking clue what was wrong with it. But I have no fucking clue what I did to fix it, right? But if it wasn't for me just going and having the initiative and fucking trying to figure this shit out, my GoPad would have just remained broken for a long ass time. So I would have begged my parents to go fix it or go take it somewhere. But I don't know what I did. I figured it out, right? And nowadays, bro, we have so many fucking great resources available at our fingertips. And I said at our fingertips because you have a smartphone, man, it ain't far away from you, right? It's available at your fingertips. And for you to now wanting to figure shit out is fucking plain old lazy from your part. It really is. And I'm not going to apologize about that, right? Stop lying to yourself, right? Put all the fucking excuses to the side and go figure this shit out. These days, man, there's a pretty much a how-to video on about anything, any topic that you can think of. You go on YouTube and you put how-to whatever, and I bet you anything you'll find it, right? And as I grew, so did my toys, and eventually, man, I got into cars and trucks, right? Cars and trucks really made it for me, right? Motorcycles, number one, cars and trucks, number two, right? But modifying those has really just become a true passion of mine, right? Like I like to build and I like to tune them like my own setups, and I like to build and tune them for high performance, right? And if you are here listening, my brother, then I know you vibe with that shit too, right? There's this feeling that one gets when we're out and enjoying what we have built, right? It's like a fucking feeling like no other, and only true motorheads will know this feeling. Only true motorheads can experience the connection that one gets between man and machine, right? It's like a mental high that you jump on, right? It's like a bro. It's the best fucking high. I always say, fuck a gallon of booze. Give me a gallon of fuel. Give me a gallon of gasoline. Give me a gallon of fuel. And I say fuel because now I don't use gasoline. I use ethanol. But a gallon of fuel is way more gangster, way more fun, way more enjoyable than a gallon of booze. It really is, right? It's like a decompression of stress. It's like a cure for the fucking depression that you have. It's a straight dose of dopamine straight to the fucking vein, because you got out fucking ripping your shit. And when we're out ripping our cars, when we're out enjoying it, when the power kicks in, boy, does that blood flow start pumping. Man, if you vibe with me, you know what I'm talking about, right? Making pass after pass then becomes the drug of fucking choice. It becomes the natural high that we go chase, man. And and I gotta share this because I experienced this the other day, man, and I witnessed it with one of my clients, and it really made me happy. It really made me smile. And I was like, oh, it really reminded me why I was still doing what I was doing, right? And so he had been working on a new build to him, right? Like it's an older truck, but it's new to him, and so he's been working on a new build, and he did a motor and a transmission swap, and it's a single cab LS, right? And he had been working on it for a couple months, and then he reached out to me every now and then, hey, I'm doing this, and that, and kind of just following along with him. And as time kept getting closer, to him hitting the road, right, man, I could feel his excitement elevate through his messages, like I truly can. And then when he was ready, I drove up to his house, fucking far away. I drove up to his house to help him out, and we dialed in his tune on his new setup, right? And pretty much full bolt-on LS single cab work truck, all motor, right? I think it was like, I don't know, I think it was a 99 or a 2000 model, something like that. But as I worked through the tune, right, I was there with custom tune for him, whatever. And as I worked through the tune, I could literally notice, and I'm looking at it, and we're making a pass, getting the air fuel right, adding a little more power, whatever. I could literally see his excitement just growing and growing and growing. He's fucking there like, yo. And I'm like, okay, like, I forget about that. Like, because, like you just, the whole process of you tend to forget about it. It's so easy to forget when you're in the grind, when you're stressed out, when you're like, oh, I got to get this part and I got to install this. And it reminded me, and it put me in a mindset and in a mind frame and a perspective shift to focus on that with my Camaro, right? And so back with his tune, like everything went smoothly with his tune. Like usually we always encounter some type of issues. Like there's typically what happens when you're putting together builds, but this one went smoothly and ended up making good power too, from what I could tell. Now we were tuning on the street, so like I really have no dyno numbers to prove that, but I could tell you how the way when you stepped on the fucking gas and you went wide open throttle, like that truck pulled and put you to the seat for what it had. Like, so I knew it was fucking an improvement. He was happy. He's like, yo, I didn't expect it to be this fast. And bro, when it was all said and done, my buddy was fucking happy as fuck, man. Like super happy. Like here, smile, fucking smile ear to ear, right? And he shared with me, like, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna share with me that all the months of hard work for him, like all those months of stress that he was going through, all the months of emotional and time challenges, all the months of fucking heartaches, all that shit, it became worth it at that very moment. And I could tell it was true because I could see it in his fucking face. I could see it in his smile. I could see how he was expressing himself, right? And he said something else right after that really made me laugh, bro. And like, it really did. I was like, yo, that's what I was like, yo, this guy's for sure on a natural high right now, man. And I loved it. I vibed with it. I took it all in. And he was like, bro, man, I'm so fucking happy right now. I'm so glad all this shit is over with. I'm so glad this turned out good, man. That right now I go back inside, man, and go to my house, and my wife tells me whatever it is, whatever to do, man, I'll fucking do it, whatever it is, she got it. I got it. I'm sorry, it's all worth it, right? And I just fucking started laughing because you can't have that type of excitement. You can't. There's no putting it away. There's no suppressing it. Even for a guy, I've seen other guys, other close friends, very serious, like not show too much emotions. And the day we fucking helped him with his Monte Carlo and it got running and he made passes, he was like, yo, fucking hungry. It's just a part of us that comes out. We're fucking motorheads. We're gearheads. This vibes with us, right? And the excitement is something that we all chase. That type of excitement is why I still tune from time to time. Like seeing the expressions on my clients' faces after I have spent had the time on the ride, upgrading parts, going through headaches, shit, not working out, fucking, and then experiencing the final outcome after I tune it for them. And it adds joy to their life, and it adds fulfillment. Like it adds fulfillment to my life, right? And that's very, like, it's a very few, far beyond things that really provide that for me, right? And by the way, and I say that with all open heart and honesty, this podcast is another one to them. It's another one to them for me that brings fulfillment and joy to my life, right? Like I hope you can see the progress, the journey. Now we're on year 2, and I'm fucking sure I'm doing a lot better. And I can tell by my vibe, by how I show up emotionally, by how I show up here with just you and my being and my attitude and my focus and seeing how much we've grown. Where, bro, there's 161 episodes in. I remember when I first started, it was like, yo, how the fuck am I get there? Now we're here, year 2, going on with this shit, bro. And so when I hear feedback about a certain episode helping you through a fucking tough, challenging time in your life, like helping you going through these fucking struggles that you didn't think you can make it, and you listen to some shit that I put out, you're like, bro, that shit really helped me. It really changed my perspective. I'm like, man, this is what it's all fucking about. It really is. All right, so what high performance parts have you been looking at lately? I know you've been looking at some shit, right? What high performance parts have you been looking at lately, my friend? What type of modification has your ride earned itself for the start of the new year, right? And I say it like that because you got to earn that shit, right? You got to pay to play. And if you're not putting in the work, then you haven't earned it. But if you have, what are you going to do to make your ride faster? Or maybe for you, I went through a period with my Silverado like this. It wasn't about faster at that point. It was about more reliability. What do you need to do to your ride to make it more reliable so you can enjoy it more often, right? What are you going to do so that you bond, the one between you and your ride grows stronger and helps you live a better life? Let's be real. You're here because you also enjoy motorsports, right? Don't get it twisted though. We're here to fucking improve and level up all aspects of our lives, to become the leaders of our family, to fucking change it for our generation, right? But motorsports, those are things that we cannot live without, right? So set some fucking time aside and think about your ride this year. What modifications will you be making? And then how will you put them to good use? How will you put them to bring more sanity into your life? How will you put them, to bring more happiness into your life? How will you put them into good use to bring more bonds and relationship into your life? I know, man, I have friends that I put new mods on, like, yo, I gotta take you for a ride. Because that's how we bond, right? Build it for performance. Tune it for performance. And then become the high performance driver that it fucking needs. That's what living your life wide open is all about. Let's get to fucking work. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us with. Join me on this journey. I'll empower people to do more and to be more. Man, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for, bro? Go ahead and smash that button so you never miss another episode. And if you connected with today's message, if you resonated with today's message, if you're also into building and tuning and shit and fucking motorsports and high performance and fucking going fast and anything fucking motorhead involved, man, go ahead and do me a favor. Share this on your story and make sure that you tag me at Wide Open Randy, because those are the actions that help more gearheads to see and hear about this podcast. And ultimately, that's how our community grows. Catch up with you on the next episode. But till then, live your life wide open, my friend. Peace.